Hi everyone, I'm Koryn Okey and welcome to Breezeway Academy. In this series, you'll learn how to build stronger, more professional vacation rental operations. So whether you manage 10 homes or 1,000, this series is built to give you practical frameworks, proven systems, and real-world best practices you can apply immediately. At Breezeway, we get to work with thousands of property managers around the world, and every day we see how high-performing operators structure their teams, build their workflows, and deliver 5-star stays consistently. But we also see where operations break down. So this series is built from real operational experiences to help you avoid the pitfalls and build a strong operational foundation. In our last video, we defined what vacation rental operations actually are. It's all of the people, the processes, and the systems required to deliver a clean, safe, and consistent guest stay. Today, though, we're answering one of the most common questions that we hear. I already have a property management system. Isn't that enough? Or, put another way, how is Breezeway different from my PMS? So let's break that down clearly. What is a PMS? If you're in property management or in the vacation rental industry, the chances are that you already know what a property management or PMS is, and you are probably using one on a daily basis. But it's the system of record for your reservations. It manages your bookings, your availability, your rates, your guest profiles, your owner statements, and it often connects to OTAs like Airbnb and VRBO. The PMS answers questions like, who's staying in your property? When are they arriving? When are they leaving? How much did they pay? Which channel did they book through? Are they a repeat guest? It's essential to running the business side of vacation rentals. In fact, without a PMS, you won't have organized reservations, accounting, or channel management. But there's one key distinction. A PMS is managing the booking. It doesn't manage everything else that's required to execute the stay. Most PMS platforms offer some basic cleaning assignment tools or task notes. But as your portfolio grows, your operations will quickly outgrow what those basic features are designed to handle. So here's an example. Your PMS might show that there's a reservation ending today, but it doesn't necessarily verify that the cleaner completed the turnover. It may store the guest check-in time, but it doesn't track whether the smoke detector was inspected this quarter or if the serial number on the part for the fridge that needs to be replaced, what that should be. It may show you revenue reports, but it's not going to show you how frequently maintenance issues are coming up at a specific property. Now, I want to be very clear, that is not a flaw in your PMS. It does so much work and it's all really important, but your PMS is simply just not built to manage field operations at scale. That's where Breezeway comes in, your property operations system. Breezeway is designed specifically to manage the work that happens behind the scenes, the operational execution required to deliver 5-star experiences for every reservation. Breezeway answers different questions. It's going to tell you who's cleaning the property. Has there been an inspection completed? Are there any open maintenance issues? Is the home actually guest ready right now? How long did the clean take? How often are there maintenance issues occurring at this property? And instead of managing reservations and guests, Breezeway actually manages your team and the tasks that are happening in the field, in your properties. Because as vacation rental businesses grow, they all run into the same core challenges and operational needs that a PMS doesn't fill. You need visibility, accountability, you need repeatability that leads to sustainable growth, and you need year-round property care. This is not just a reservation-based coordination type of work. This is where the distinction between a PMS and an operations platform really becomes clear. So now let's break those down and get into some of the technical differences between the two types of software. Breezeway has a dedicated mobile app that's designed specifically for your field staff. Your cleaners, your inspectors, your maintenance techs, they're using it to receive and complete tasks, to upload photos, to report issues, and to communicate with you in real time. It is optimized for in-field execution, including things like language translation and offline functionality when Wi-Fi isn't readily available. Breezeway also supports customizable digital checklists that can be tailored by property type, clean type, or task type. So whether that's a turnover clean, a deep clean, an onboarding clean, or an owner stay, Breezeway supports the build out of detailed property profiles. Every vacation rental is different. Some of them have pools, some might have hot tubs, some have unique appliances or mechanical systems. And Breezeway is going to allow you to document all of that property specific information and capture the things like appliance makes, models, serial numbers maintenance history, recurring issues that you know of, and that way your teams have the context that they need when they're on site. And finally, Breezeway is going to provide operational insights and reporting. It tracks metrics like average task completion time, the number of tasks completed, how often issues are coming up at a property, the performance trends across your team. And this data allows you to identify patterns, coach your staff, and proactively improve your performance. But one of the most technical differences is the fact that operations don't just happen around reservations. Property care is an all year round occurrence. Your PMS is primarily reservation driven. And when running operations in your PMS, the tasks are typically triggered by check-in or check-out. Breezeway supports reservation-driven work like turnovers, but it also supports time-based and recurring workflows that aren't tied directly to guest stays. That's going to include things like preventative maintenance, seasonal property checks, quarterly deep cleans, safety inspections, pool servicing, inventory audits, and so much more. These tasks can be scheduled weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annually, regardless of occupancy. Because protecting the asset doesn't stop when the bookings slow down. Professional operators aren't just preparing homes for guests, they're maintaining them year round. And that's a fundamental difference between how a property operations platform is designed. But the real power happens when Breezeway integrates with your PMS, and we do that with tens of systems to make your life easier. So here's what that looks like in practice. A reservation is created in your PMS. That reservation data is going to automatically sync to Breezeway. Based on that information, Breezeway is going to then generate operational workflows automatically without any manual intervention on your part. You're going to see cleaning tasks, inspections, maintenance checks, all of the things that are tied around arrival and departure windows. Your team will receive and complete their work inside the Breezeway mobile app, and if there's an issue, maintenance will be automatically notified so they can resolve anything that comes up. Then your team reviews and clicks one button to push the tasks back into your PMS so that it can be billed and included on owner statements. There's no double entry, no manual coordination, and no guessing when the property is ready. The PMS handles the booking, Breezeway handles the operational execution. Integration turns the two systems into one connected workflow and is why most professional operators rely on both to deliver results. As your portfolio grows, your operational complexity grows faster than your bookings. At 5 properties, you can manage a lot manually. At 50, you're really starting to feel the strain and manual coordination breaking down. But even with a PMS, most operators can't keep up with all of the minor details that go into maintaining each property. So that's when they start to explore specialized tools like Breezeway and add that to their tech stack. Professional operators using both a PMS and an operations platform because they primarily serve 2 different fundamental purposes. Again, your PMS is ensuring revenue and reservation accuracy, while Breezeway is ensuring operational consistency and accountability. So let's quickly address a few common misconceptions. Most PMS platforms can assign a task, but they aren't built for full operational oversight, like inspections, preventative maintenance, issue tracking, reporting, payments, and accountability. But that's okay, because that's not usually why you choose to work with a PMS. The right tool doesn't add complexity, it removes it. And by centralizing operational workflows, Breezeway reduces the need for spreadsheets, text threads, and manual coordination. When it's integrated properly, it actually means less work. Automation replaces repetition, and it allows your team to focus on the work that matters and actually requires human intervention. In our next video, we're going to take this one step further and talk about what you should actually look for in vacation rental operations software, what features and capabilities matter most as you scale. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Breezeway Academy.